This video is an addition to Screen Crush's video comparing two similar scenes from the two previous Spider-Man franchises. I highly recommend you to watch it before my video to understand the context, but here's a little summary in case you're too lazy to do so. Basically, the scene from Spider-Man 2 works because it's epic, emotional, and shows that in the end, Peter Parker is just an ordinary kid and how New Yorkers stick together with Spider-Man. On the other hand, the scene from The Amazing Spiderman 2 is annoying to watch because of an obnoxious villain from the beginning of the movie that the audience forgot about at this point. And because it makes absolutely no sense. Here are the reasons why. So Screen Crush pointed out how ridiculous it is that some people are running away in fear from the Rhino, while some want to see how the Rhino kills policemen as if this was a parade.
And people are also standing behind the Rhino. Why aren't they running?
But the main problem with this scene, in my opinion, is this kid. Apparently his name is Jorge. First off, his haircut changes at every single shot, but whatever. But what else do we notice about him? He's wearing a Spider-Man costume. And why is that? Well, it's obviously a plot device because he wants to, act like he was Spider-Man and face off with the Rhino. But here's the thing. Why is he there in the first place? Did he know that the Rhino was going to show up? Here are two possible scenarios. Choose which one is more plausible. Either he intentionally came to Fifth Avenue because he just assumed that the Rhino was going to be around as he saw that he'd broken out in the news. Just imagine the scenario where he went up to his room dressed up and said, "Hey mom, could we please go downtown? I want to see if Spider-Man's back." And she replied, "Well, I know this criminal is around, but sure, let's go." This would go to show that his mom is completely irresponsible or has no authority on him. In the second scenario, he and his mom were casually walking through Manhattan, with Jorge being in a Spider-Man costume for some reason, but okay. And then they heard explosions and shooting noises and deliberately came to see the Rhino, which isn't any better. And even in this case, his mom is irresponsible for bringing him to the front row of the crowd. And on top of that, we've got the villain doesn't kill the hero immediately even though he could cliché. That is also present in other Spider-Man movies or good movies in general.
Hey, boy, huh? Is Alexei scared of you, little boy?
Besides, Sony wanted to make a Sinister Six movie and a sequel to this movie. So are these movies going to start with two villains being in prison? So hey, that was it guys. Thank you for sticking until the end. Please tell me in the comments what you thought about this scene. And by the way, Screen Crush's video came out 9 years ago. And so did Homecoming.